Hi everyone, welcome to the channel again. If you're new here, this is a channel where we just do anything that is considered to be traveling, fun, and more from my perspective. If you haven't subscribed as yet, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell on for more. So today we are actually in Manchester, Jamaica, and we're actually at Royal Flat, or we're at the roundabout in Mandeville, heading from Williamsfield to be exact, into Royal Flat. And so this is just going to give you an idea of where we're at, and we're traveling all the way to New Wales in Manchester from this direction. Initially, we could actually have taken the roundabout right turn, but now they've implemented some new changes into Mandeville, and so it's difficult for us to actually drive that direction. Because it's been a year since we've been back here, it's going to be a little bit difficult for us to find out which direction we should turn on, because the usual road is not what it is. And so this is us just driving through the little hills of Mandeville, heading into Royal Flat and then heading down to New Wales. I do hope you enjoy the video. And this little area is pretty much developed. Might look a little bit not so developed at this time, but there are a lot of buildings there. It's a popular area because a lot of places you have to drive past. So as you can see, it's a very, the road system is not that bad. It's a fairly commonly used route. Buses tend to drive here from Mandeville to Kingston or Spanish Town on a regular basis. The road is just a little bit narrow, so you just have to be careful. If you're not comfortable driving on, driving in Jamaica or driving itself, then probably this is not the right route for you. You probably should have just taken the route to Mandeville. But then there's a lot of detours, a lot of things going on with the road in Mandeville. So this is the best fit for us, seeing that we're familiar with the place. You just have to know where to slow down, which side to kind of navigate a little bit better than the other. And then this is the square of Royal Flat, and that is to the left is a very commonly used pub or bars. This is the life of Royal Flat here, and as you go up that little area, then you will pass the Seventh-day Adventist Church on your left. Years ago, we used to come to this church as well, just to visit, and whenever our churches tend to have children's program or youth days or any ceremony that is keeping in the Seventh-day Adventist churches, then different places will host the event, and this was one of them. As you go around this little steep corner, it is usually a little bit darker than that, but over the years, things have improved. The road is set up a little bit better. They put on a little barricade because sometimes accidents tend to happen there because there's like a little ravine over, or gully we'll call it, the gully side. And those are just like I think probably those are palm trees or coconut trees. Yes, as I said, there's a lot of development going on down in Royal Flat. It is not that bad. It's still homely. It's still a place that people can actually come live, work. If you're from Mandeville, it's a place that is commonly used by a lot of persons traveling back and forth into Mandeville and out of Mandeville back into Kingston or Spanish Town. And I think there's a lovely restaurant somewhere down this place. Here as well, there is also a shelter for kids as well that is down this section. So if you're interested in donating anything, then you can always research on the community and find out the proper channels that you can actually go ahead and donate things for these community members or these children home. All right, going around this little area is a great ground area. To your left is the Great Ground Seventh-day Adventist Church, and then to your right is Jamaica Biscuit Company, which is gonna be one of their head offices. That is to the right here where that red truck is. That's Jamaica Biscuit Company there as well. That's a branch of them. And then, as I say, it's an area that is well developed. It has companies there. So business is booming a little bit, let's just say. And then as you head further into Great Ground, there is gonna be a very steep corner. Not this one. There's a steep corner that usually sometimes tend to have a lot of accidents there, but you just have to be careful. As I say, a lot of persons, they drive fast in Jamaica and they already know the road and where the potholes are, you know, when to slow down, when to drive fast. But if you're new to the place and you're driving, you just have to be on your P's and Q's, because sometimes these vehicles can come around some corners and you're wondering, how the hell are these people even driving this fast? It's because they are familiar with the place. They know what to expect. But on the other hand, you not understanding the nature, how they drive and where, you know, where the roads are smaller than usual, you might just get scared and decide to park your car and call an Uber or a Lyft, even though we don't have really Lyft and Uber, we just have regular taxi in Jamaica. But if that's the case, then I'm sorry, you know, but otherwise, it's a pretty nice place for you to actually drive around and get to know. Just make sure you have a reliable car, you know, you have gas in your tank, and you just have phone and phone signal. And you should be good to go. And right about now, we're probably like say about 5 minutes outside of the town of Mandeville. But we're not going to be going into the town of Mandeville. We'll be going on the outskirts because we're heading to New Wales. We're not going into Mandeville town. We don't want to be in that traffic. So we'll be just staying on the outer side and then continue on our way into New Wales. To the right here, where you see that car on your right, you can actually make that turn and head into Mandeville, and that will take you down to the bottom KFC. This will take you down on Caledonia Road in Mandeville. The hospital, there's a mall, shopping center, There's a few things that are around that side, and that's where it starts getting busy. Then you have this pink house here. I think that person just loves pink, so they decide to paint their house in a very, very bright pink. But otherwise, we're going to be taking a left at this little area, at this little intersection here. And if you continue straight, you can actually go into Mandeville, and then you'll be passing like the Jamaica Public Service or JPS company, and then you'll be heading into the heart of Mandeville town, which is where the life of Mandeville is, the life of Manchester is, even though, you know, it's a pretty quiet town. But yes, you can drive that section and you'll be in the heart of Mandeville. We're just driving on this section to the Knockpatrick College, and on your left you'll have a lot of houses there, and then on your right you'll have the school called what was the name of that school again? It's a private school. I'll tell you when I remember. But yeah, there's a school on the right there. It's a private school, so you can always, you know, if you decide that you're in Jamaica, you can always go ahead and send your kids over there. It was raining a little bit, not much, but it was raining a little bit, so, you know, sorry about what's going on, but otherwise it was pretty good. And as usual, as I say, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers for the channel. Thank you for the viewers. If you haven't subscribed us yet, now is the time. Go ahead, subscribe, like, share, comment, turn that notification bell on. All right, to the left here is Knockpatrick College. It's a traditional high school, and then to your right here is the El Instituto of the Mandeville. That's a private school as well. It's a very good school, top school in Mandeville in terms of elementary, primary school. So if you're in Jamaica and you want to send your kids to one of those top schools, that is a school that you should actually look into, as well as other top schools in like other parishes. But for Manchester, that is one school that everybody wants their child to go once they're able to afford it. Continuing down here is we're still on the Knockpatrick Road, and we're heading into the direction of Keep Left and Northern Caribbean University. A lot of people know Keep Left because Keep Left is like a central point when you're When the president of Northern Caribbean University, the great Herbert Thompson, was in existence, all of this was a very, very nice look at the beacon on the hill. The place was well manicured. All of this bush and grass on the side here, it wasn't there. So I'm kind of disappointed that this is what the university campus is looking like, because usually it will be like the beacon on the hill. And this is the great Northern Caribbean University. This is my alma mater. To the left is Thai Center. That's where I got my first job working as a student. And then over to the left, over that side, you have the Hyacinth Chen School of Nursing, and you have some other colleges over that side as well. But all of this is a part of Northern Caribbean University. Then you have the West Indies Preparatory School on your left right there. So if you're an Adventist and you want to send your child to the school, then this is a place. But this is a Seventh-day Adventist university. It is a home for a lot of persons because you still have a dorm there, but it's a home for a lot of persons who are from abroad studying here in Jamaica, as well as if you're from Kingston and you just don't want to go to University of West Indies or the University of Technology, some persons will apply to the Northern Caribbean University to be away from their hometown and their family and be a part of this community here. To the left here was a bakery for the university. It's not in any existence anymore. That blue building over there is the Hyacinth Chen School of Nursing, and it is a wonderful school. They have some really high-tech mannequins over there, but for some strange reason I'm not so sure what that is looking like. No. To your right is we're in Cedar Grove, and this is also a community that usually houses students. Let's slow down to this little section here. So that little section there that I wanted us to slow down to is a section where one of our friends got what you call boxed down in the gully. Yes, a friend of ours, yes, was robbed one night and he fell off in the gully right there. And so every time we're passing that little section, it's always a big laugh. I'm sorry, I had to talk about it because it's a very, very prominent site. And so we're passing through Albion District. There's a lot of development here as well. This is a home for a lot of students in the parish. Yes, and over there they usually have some cows, and they still have the cows down there grazing. And then you still have some little, there's a lot of garbage there. Don't know what's happening, but they have a little bit of a complex there that they rent out to students. And this is us heading into Knockpatrick area. The road is still a little bit narrow, small, but you know, we're still able to make it through. Driver, hold your horses, don't even move. Yes, slow down, push out too far. Anyways, so this little area is a well-known little shop. They tend to do a lot of jerk as well, it seems, or fry stuff. But I tell you, the taximen in Mandeville, from this section, they always park up there. It's always traffic jamming right at the little spot because there's something cooking up there. On the left, there is a Jehovah's Witness church. As I can see, there are so many areas in Jamaica that has a lot of churches. Left here is another apartment complex. On the right there usually is a Jehovah's Witness church as well, but it's not in existence anymore. And then there was a auto mechanic shop right here. and we're heading down to Knockpatrick Post Office, and that's where we're going to end this video. There's a new Texaco gas station that has been built up there, and that's where we're going to be ending this video for today. And then I'll do another video continuing further. So this is Royal Flat to Knockpatrick, the post office in Knockpatrick, just before heading into New Wales. If you haven't subscribed us yet, now is the time to go ahead and subscribe. You know, thank you for joining us. Oh, to your right here is a center for the deaf. So if you're into sign language, or if you know anybody who has, you know, deficits, then they can always go over there and do their sign language course as well. Thank you for tuning in. Please go ahead, like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on for more. And that pot will still did it for all of these years. No, sir.